Hey, hello my friends. Guess where I am? I'm in Sham Shui Po. So Sham Shui Po is one of the poorest suburbs in Hong Kong. And a lot of people depend on public housings and very old buildings. But it's kind of a touristy area. Why would I say that? Because all the electronics and junk and every type of things you can find it on this street in Sham Shui Po. And this street today I want to tell you is called Apliu Street. I'll have the description thing below so you guys can Google it and come here when you're in Hong Kong, okay? And I'm going to show you what's happening here. It's kind of early in the morning. Still lots of shops are still not open. Usually the shops would open around 11:30 to 12 o'clock. But they run pretty late, like say 9 to 9:30 at night or close. In Sham Shui Po, you can take the MTR. And here's the exit. Let me show you. And this is the Sham Shui Po station. And you get out of C for Charlie, Charlie 2, C2. And then this would be the Apliu Street. And the landmark actually is really funny. The landmark is this public toilet right over there. You see the public toilet? Everybody uses this public toilet here in Apliu Street. And when you see this structure here, you know you're in the right place, okay? And on my right is the Dragon Center. It's a big mall. And it's right over on the right. Right over there at the end of the street. These are completely different stuff, you know. In Apliu Street, they would sell like junk, and they would sell a lot of electronic parts and stuff like that. And the reason today I'm going to show you is SIM cards. You know, the phone cards. So when you get to Hong Kong, you would naturally want to buy a SIM card, but I would highly recommend buying a SIM card here. Do you know why? Because it will save you a ton of money. In Hong Kong, you would buy a SIM card, it would be like $100 for a week or something like that. But here, it would be like 60 bucks, 50 bucks Hong Kong. So it would be like $5-6 US. It would be a lot cheaper for the exact same thing. I think they buy it wholesale in bulk, and they get a commission for selling each. But they're making a lot less commission because the rent and everything is cheap, and they sell in great quantities. And I'm gonna find a place to show you all these crazy phone cards you can get for internet. Hey, and I'm at one store here in Apliu Street, and this shop here, and these are the things you would look for. It'll be mostly written in Chinese, but all these are the SIM cards. Actually, when you go to Hong Kong, you can use these SIM cards, and usually it lasts for 1 week. And besides 1 week, it's like unlimited data, and which is really awesome. And later on, I'll tell you something, you know, it's kind of a, I don't know, not much tourists know that, but you can go to China to get a SIM card, but you would notice everything is blocked, right? Later on, I'll show you some SIM cards from China. Obviously, Apple is pretty hot, so they would have all these used apples. But I actually haven't got one of these apples before, because usually they'll just manufacture their own from spare parts, I guess. So you never know what you're getting. And there's some other brands here too. These are pretty cheap. There's like a bag for like $3-4 bucks US. Pretty cheap. Now let's walk down here. I have no idea what are these. Oh, these, you know, all these bags here, because they are street hawkers. So in the morning they would move all these things. So they would, in the afternoon, they would set it up and start selling stuff. Well, if you guys are looking for skis, here's one single ski that you might want to buy. What do you think of these? So you got one. You can get one single ski here, and then you can get one of these measuring, surveying, measuring poles and wheelchairs if you want. So you got a good variety here. There's another store. It's called TM Shop, and SIM cards, tons of SIM cards. So these are the data cards, and some do have. Mostly nowadays they don't have a cell phone number with you, but these are mainly data. But not just going to China or Hong Kong. you can get cards when you go visit another country, and they would have it too. Like for example, Japan cards. When you go to Japan, they have free roaming or whatever, data, unlimited. There's a American, USA. There's a Canadian one, so you go to Canada, you get your SIM card. Let me see. Many other countries. South Korea. Look, there's South Korea. Not North Korea though. I don't think they have it. And then China. Can you see the China? So these China ones right here would there's different prices for 3-day pass and a 5-day pass, and they're both unlimited. And this one here is $98, you can see, but they are only selling it for $50 Hong Kong. So that's like around $6 or something like that. And you pay like 50 cents more. There's a 5-day. So this one sells for 138, and it sells for $60 only, and that is a steal. Okay, I'm gonna walk around and show you more funny, interesting things right here in Apliu Street, guys. DVR black boxes, and now it's pretty high quality. All of them mostly have a GPS built in, and 1080p, and the prices are really cheap here. It's like you can get one for like $15. You can get a cheap one, and here are all the models and accessory you can get here. Okay, so you ready for the story? If my North American viewers, American viewers, actually, you can get a Google Fi cell phone service, and it runs on 3 cell systems. Okay, this is one of the first options that I always really trust, is using the Google Fi network. Google Fi network is really awesome because you can use it worldwide. And the coolest thing here is you can just go over to any country, I mean most of the places, and you can just look at the app here. There's a Fi network, and you can press, and it'll say here, can you see, welcome to Hong Kong. And these are the rates here. It's cell minutes is 20 cents a minute, and the SMS is free, you can use it, and the data is $10 per gigabyte. It caps off at 6 gigabytes for $60, but you can use it unlimited after $60. So you won't be charged additional money when you go after, go over $60 on your bill. So it protects your bill from going nuts, overseas. And there actually isn't any roaming charges. The roaming charges is just like, there's no roaming charges. So this phone, you would use it as you were like in your home in the state. Anyway, we're talking about the Google Fi service. The reason it's really awesome because it's just like using your phone right home in the United States of America, and it'll be just the same as you were at home using data. So I would say it's a pretty good deal. The Google Fi, when you're back at home, it runs on 3 independent companies. So it would just pick up whatever cell site is the best. For example, Sprint, it will use Sprint. It would use T-Mobile. It would use US Cellular, and 3. So these cell service sites, they would just pick up wherever you can have the best reception. So you have a phone that runs on multiple cell services. So I would say the reception will be more superior to any other ones than using Verizon. Using Verizon is pretty expensive. I've been using Verizon, and my phone bill would easily go like over $80. Plus, if you go overseas trying to use it, it's going to cost you thousands. And I'm pretty serious about that. And it's crazy. They charge you like per kilobyte, how much money you have to add money for an extra plan just to get whatever roaming at whatever country. So the Google Fi is my first choice, always my first choice, since I already have the system. And another thing good about it, when you go to China, people, you would hear, oh, the Facebook or YouTube is blocked. It's all banned. You can't receive any Instagram or stuff like that. Actually, it's running through an internet tunnel that goes direct to the US, and everything will be, the cell will be, the data will be just like in the US. Nothing will be blocked. So you can just keep in touch with your friends using the Facebook or, you know, Instagram and stuff like that. Do your memes, do your selfies, and all those will be available when you're in China. You go to city to buy these cards, they will be like 3 times as much money. So the reason I'm coming to Apliu Street is to show you guys to get these SIM cards. And for my friends, you know, I do vlog about China, and you guys often, you know, some of my subscribers come to China and they come to me and says, oh gee, how come my phone, everything's gone, I can't see my Facebook, I can't see Instagram, YouTube, stuff like that. I said, don't worry about it. You know, I do meet with subscribers in Shenzhen, which is awesome, and you guys out there, whoever I met, you guys are awesome. You can get these SIM cards, like just now it's like for 3 days or 5 days, or you can get some for 10 days, and it will be just really insignificantly cheap, really cheap, like 10 bucks US for like maybe a couple weeks or something like that. And these SIM cards won't be blocked at all. Isn't that awesome? So nobody really knows about these SIM cards, but come here, you make sure you ask the guys, yes, I want to get a SIM card from China, blah blah blah, like that. Some do provide a cell number that you can use, but some doesn't. So make sure you ask these questions. And another thing, make sure you can get on Facebook, Instagram, and all those sites that are blocked from mainland China. Because once you get these SIM cards, you'll be just like a regular phone from where you came from, you know, whatever country you came from. Nothing will be blocked, and this is really awesome, because I've really help my friends. Every time when my friends come visiting, I do get them these SIM cards for a souvenir or something like that, and they really appreciate it, because when they go to China, I'm talking about all of China, the whole of China, everything will be unblocked. So it'll be really awesome. I hope I've given you pretty good information. So next time if you come to Hong Kong before going to mainland China, do get the SIM card, come to Apliu Street, and you'll save a lot of money. And check out the Google Fi, check out the link down at the description box, okay? And I hope you can support my work, because you guys are awesome. And I have a Patreon account, you can see down there in my description. You just click on the link, and I really appreciate you can support my work. And it really keeps me going. And to all my subscribers, I really love you from my heart. You guys really supported me, gave me awesome messages on Facebook, and I'm just really grateful. And I will try my best to keep on making my videos interesting. And please comment, you know, anything. I really appreciate it. I try to get back to you as soon as possible, and you're just like a big family. So relax, enjoy, like, and share, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.